Good morning, Denise Dryden here, out on Bainbridge Island. It's a new moon, it's September 9th, and there's just so much going on. And I've been writing this conversation in my head all day, all morning this morning, all day yesterday, about no. You know, no means no, right? And what I'm realizing is that before we can even get to the concept of how no means no, we really need to talk about the power of the no, the N-O, no. So, well, let's talk about how sometimes we get blocked. Sometimes we get blocked from ourselves and from people we're in relationship with, and these things get unhealthy. They sort of weave their way in. So I'll give you an example. When I'm off, when we're off, when we're compromised, when we're overwhelmed, there's this lack of clarity. There's this swirling about what really matters. It's fuzzy. You know, I'm kind of triggered, don't know what to do, and I placate. I hedge. I doubt myself. I second guess. I stall. I get angry. And these are symptoms of like, I don't really know. And it means that really I'm in a lot of different pieces all over the place trying to figure out what to decide, what really matters, and I'm indecisive. I'm in a swirl. And I would imagine that this feels familiar because swirling is something that we do. We don't represent ourselves well when we're in a swirl. We indulge ourselves by doing things like binging. We don't take care of what we really need. We compromise. You know, I'll do this tomorrow. Our bad habits come up. We get into the finger pointing, the blame, right? We also fight, flight, or freeze. We get triggered. We get shut down. We're like, or we're like wide open and then frozen. But this frozen just means that we don't know what to do. So someone comes in and says, do you want this? I don't know. Can I go there? Maybe. And we fudge in all of these areas because we're not representing ourselves. Does that sound familiar? We have sort of taken ourselves out of the picture, become this fuzzy mess, and now we don't know what we need to do. We don't know where our clarity resides. And it shows up in all sorts of ways. And I'm the first to say that you know when it's there. The person you're in relationship, your partner knows when it's there. Your kids know when it's there. They like it when you're there because it means that you don't really know what you want, and you'll sort of placate. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go spend more time on your screens. Yeah, go spend the night at somebody's house because we're not really present. That's the part. Presence and no have a connection. So if we are inconsistent and we are unclear, we forget to hold boundaries. We forget to hold boundaries with ourselves and boundaries with others. Where, as I said earlier, we're indecisive. We make promises we can't keep. Yeah, I'll take you to the store tomorrow without looking at the calendar. We use a lot of maybes. Maybes are our like rapid exit out, like maybe, let me think about it, maybe. And our kids have learned that maybe means I can still push, I can still work on her. Or maybe always means no, it just means I don't have the guts to tell you. So maybes are really interesting. It means that we're not really present. And that we have strings, all these sticky, ooey gooey strings of a lack of a clarity, unclarity around us. And these expectations and these needs from other people, they start getting in the way. And we start taking them on, and we have no ability to sort of prioritize. It is felt by us, and it is felt by others. So what we do is we shift this. This is how we shift. It's like, oh, I'm fuzzy, I'm all over the place, and all of a sudden it's like, I have to shift. I have to bring it in. And I did a video earlier this summer about bringing all of your energy in and standing on a spot on the earth the size of a postage stamp, which is, you know, like, bring it in, bring all your pieces in, collect yourself, bring your mind and your heart and your gut all in alignment, and stand on a postage stamp on the ground. So when we choose to go inward and we collect ourselves And we pick up all those frayed pieces, all those distractions, all those strings on us, and we gather to stand in this place. That's you. That's the real you. That's the you that goes like, nah, I'm not doing that. No, not today. And there's ways of being able to have clarity and to say no that are soft and kind and compassionate and direct with full clarity, conviction, self-awareness, confidence, presence. So when we're talking about having presence, it means that all of me is intact. I'm here. I'm looking right directly at you, and the answer is no. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain it. If you find yourself going no and, I wish I could, or no but maybe tomorrow, or no, probably not. This is not you in your real power being decisive, right? This is you hedging again. So when you're present and you speak from there, you become really intentional. No, not today. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm going to focus on myself tonight. Thank you very much, but no. No, you can't do that, and probably not for the rest of the weekend. So you become super, super clear. And this is a stand that you take of self-awareness. This is your direct output of what is yours and what is not yours, what you can do and what you can't do. And there's so much freedom in the ability to say no. Freedom. Think about that. Freedom. What we really want is we want the freedom to be who we are, and yet we get into these murky, codependent, icky, sticky relationships because we aren't clear with ourselves and we aren't clear with other people. And I'm here to say no. It's all about the word no. So the first step in working with the word no is what happens when you recognize that you're undefined. First thing, oh, I'm all over the place. Bring it in, Dryden. Bring it in. Get right where you are in that postage stamp and stand up for yourself. I'm undefined, define myself. Bring it in. So that's the very first thing. Practice that. Practice that for the next week. Play with it. What happens when I realize I'm all over the place and I bring it right in and I'm completely present? The second thing is to start holding clarity in simple answers. No, no dessert tonight. Not tonight. No, you need to go do your homework. No, I'm going to go take a bath. No, I'm not going to be able to do that today. I'm going to go have a cup of coffee or take a walk. You know, like practice these simple little things where you're clear and direct. Practice them often. Say them as much as you can. And not no from the entitled, angry child position, but no, not today. So first thing is we take our directness. Second, we start expanding it and playing with it in all of the simple areas where no can be such an empowering word. So the third step is where like, wow, mind blown. Because I'm going to just read some sentences of things that came up for me over this week. I'd be walking around the house and all of a sudden I'm like, there's another one to put down. So this is what is possible when you really are direct, clear, and intentional. No, I'm not going to bring the past forward with me. I exist from this point forward, and anything in the past is not mine. I'm not going to put that on my back and carry it forward. No, the past is not coming forward with me. No, I will no longer give this my time or energy. Think how powerful that is. No, your beliefs and your programming are not mine. However you believe your world works for you is not mine. No. No, I'm not going to attend that school with that energy. I think we're seeing that in all over the place right now with our kids between 5 and 18. As they're looking at school and they're saying, no, I'm not doing it. You can't make me. I won't get out of bed. You cannot make me go to that school with that programming. And what we're seeing is that it's old, it's archaic, it doesn't work for them, and they're saying no. And when we don't listen to them, it turns into a lot of different behaviors and crying and refusing to get out of bed. And we've seen this. No, I'm not going to bring the past forward with me. That's interesting. I wrote it twice. I guess it's more important. The past stays in the past. The future stays ahead of us. I'm only going to focus. No, I'm only focusing on the future. It's a better way to say it. No, this home, this relationship, this environment is not mine. No. And then what we do is we put ourselves first. And we have the clarity and the beauty to be able to say no every time. So when we let go of our doubts and our fears and the compromises and the strings that are not ours and all those sticky things that we do because we don't know how to stand up for ourselves, we have freedom, complete and utter freedom. And so, you know, I always have these little jingles and these advertisements from the 60s and all sorts of things that kind of jump in to my head. And I'm writing this and they keep showing me Pinocchio. So I thought I looked it up and I kept singing the little song that Pinocchio in the Disney cartoon or animated movie says is, I've got no strings to hold me down, to make me fret or make me frown. I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me. So I think the way that we reduce and we eliminate all of those pieces that hold us back, that keep us in doubt, that keep us from moving forward, starts with the word no. No means no. Do you want some practice on learning about no's? You want to know what no can really mean in your life? Give me a call. This is what I do. I coach changes, transformation shifts. You can find me on DeniseDrydenCoaching.com and have a fabulous day. And thank you for your remarks and your signs going across because we're on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on YouTube. You can find me all over the place. So enjoy your Sunday and have a great week and enjoy this new moon. Take care. Bye-bye.